I talked to Romello so long I almost forgot about your name there, man. But when I thought about Blackburn, the first thing that came to my mind was this guy Chase Blackburn. Ever heard that name?
Yeah, Carolina Panthers.
I hope you know
93.
that. Got his number down and everything, huh? That's
yeah.
And
He used to play
93, yeah.
He used to play for the Giants.
He sure did. I think he came there in that deal with John Beeson, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think that's when he got traded.
Chase Blackburn with the Panthers. Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Chase Blackburn, A.J. Klein, I guess is the fourth man. That's a four-man linebacking crew. Any relation to Chase Blackburn?
No, I wish.
You kind of want to claim him, right?
That'd be cool.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good you know that kind of stuff, too. I like people kind of keep up with all the current events.
Oh, yeah. Big into stats.
Keep up with the stats numbers, too, then.
Try to.
Garrett Blackburn, defensive line, right?
Yes, sir. Play defensive end.
Talk about your position, what you kind of do with all that. What's it been like this year for you?
It's been really great so far. I mean, everybody's been working hard. Our defensive line, I think, stepped up a lot because we're playing three juniors this year and one sophomore a lot. Not a lot of us have a lot of experience.
I was going to say, kind of a new group too, right?
Yeah, last year I got to start in the playoff game because Westover obviously got thrown out of that Ledford game. It was a big loss for our team in the game. But I had to try to step up last year at the end of the year and make some things happen. Obviously, we fell short in the first game, but we're just trying to get back to what we know.
And are you a junior?
Yeah.
I thought junior, yeah. So this year younger and maybe not quite as big. One time you guys are bigger up there too, weren't you?
Yeah, yep. We just had to play smart football this year. We just got to play physical, come off the ball
faster, quicker, smarter.
Faster, quicker, smart.
All those things.
We're not going to be able to just run over every team we play because we don't have the size on the ends. But if we play smart, we get to play our keys, we get it done.
You guys have been getting better, though, I guess, as the year goes on.
Yeah.
What do you think's brought that along? Has it been a gradual improvement, gradual progression, or something just kind of happened before the season even kicked into full gear?
Yeah, I think people are starting to get more comfortable as the season's going on. They're starting to see how the year's progressing and that they can trust all the other players, and they're not playing selfish football anymore. That if they just play what they've been taught when we get through practice, that we're going to win the game, and we've been doing it so far this year. So everything's been working out.
So when people usually think of Southern Guilford, they think of Reggie Gillespie first. What's it like being on that team with Reggie and all that attention he's got over the past year or so?
I don't worry about it. I know he deserves it. He deserves all the credit that he gets. He's a great player.
He takes it in stride pretty well too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't boast about it. He's not cocky, which I'm really proud that I get to play with him and all the other players that we have.
He's probably pretty good about spreading the wealth around too to his teammates, talking about the good job they do also.
Yeah, definitely. He's very humble when it comes to all that. He doesn't like to parade around and talk.
It's kind of fun, I guess, in a way too, to be on the team. It's like 10-0, a chance to go 11-0. Being a player kind of like Reggie, and you got Nathan, very good quarterback. This kid Ron Hunt's having a very good year at wide receiver. Yep. We just talked to Romello Herman, very good year at linebacker. You're having a very good year on the defensive line. It's kind of fun to be around that much success. Has to be.
Oh yeah, it's very good. It's been a very productive year so far. I didn't expect a lot of these people to have the numbers that they've had so far this year, but I mean, we're all brothers out there playing on the field, and we know we can trust each other. So we go out there, and when everybody's playing their best, all you can expect is what we've gotten so far.
And you kind of like the way that a guy like this Nigel Thomas picks up some slack too, because he's had a couple of big games. When they're keying on Reggie so much, Nigel Thomas has stepped up for you in a big way.
Yeah, he's one of our emotional leaders. He gives us a lot. He pumps our team up a lot for the games. He gets us hype before the games, and he supports everybody throughout the game. If somebody's slacking, he'll get behind them, he'll get them going, and I don't think teams expected him to do as well as he's doing so far, but he's gotten a great burst. He runs hard, and I don't think too many players have more effort than he does when it comes to playing.
And the good thing about what's going on with you guys right now, this is not a stage of the season. Sometimes the teams, they may work so hard, you get this a long driving stretch. Guys might want to take a little break, say, hey, we're doing well, let's relax. You guys, believe it or not, I mean, here I'm a guy outside your scope of Southern Guilford sports saying this, but you guys can't relax around. You cannot relax. You got to stay focused, and that's a good thing because you want to stay focused because you want the best you can have, and the best you can have would be that undefeated regular season, and then next week, kind of a good break too. Go ahead and win tomorrow night. You get a week off before the playoffs.
Yeah, it's nice to have that week at the end of the year. I'm kind of glad we don't have a break in between the season because that way we can stay focused throughout the whole year. And last year, it was kind of difficult. We had a lot of people banged up, a lot of injuries that really affected us. Obviously, Stoner got hurt, big impacted our team a lot. We had to play a quarterback, didn't have a lot of experience.
That was crazy because that happened the first game of the year. Next thing you know, you guys are going playing, I guess, musical quarterbacks.
Yeah, it was tough. Lost our first and second string quarterback in the same year. That's never
Almost
can be good for
unheard of, yeah.
The defense really had to try to step up last year, and
you guys got better as the year went on last year too.
Yeah, we really started playing better as the year was going on. I think we just fell short at the end of the year. I don't know what happened.
What do you think's been so far this year? Who's been your toughest opponent, in your opinion, this year?
Ashboro, definitely.
Going at Ashboro,
yeah,
a heck of a game.
Ashboro, oh, yeah.
Final was at what, 34-27 or higher than that? I think
it was 41.
Yeah, I think it was
41-34.
One more touchdown. Yeah. That was like crazy, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a great game. I remember I was really emotional after that game because I saw everybody was playing so hard. It's hard to, you can't quit on your teammates when it comes down like that. And a lot of players, they were getting down. They getting down as Ashboro was starting to pick up the slack going into the fourth quarter. And it was neck and neck going in, but we knew we had to stick together, and we pulled it out at the end.
That had to feel good to get that win, too, because you guys were challenged. In some games this year, you guys had not been challenged before.
Oh, yeah. I would rather games be close. Honestly, it's fun to just go out and blow teams out.
It's more satisfying sometimes to win those close games. To beat the good teams, that's more fun.
Yeah, it was way more satisfying.
Here's the old adage: the old coaches, these old sports talkers get together these programs. The older guys, and I'm probably falling in that category now too. A lot of the time goes on, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not bad for a team to lose a game. Sometimes a team can lose a game, makes them a better team down the stretch run. You don't want to lose one now at all, but.
No.
I don't think that works for you guys. That old adage about losing the game makes you a better team, could help you improve. I think you guys have been able to see what you need to improve upon. Maybe in a game like Ashboro, that was kind of a wake-up call. So we got to do a few things. We beat a very good team, but we were definitely tested and we challenged. But we did see some things we need to do in the future to get better.
Oh yeah, Ashboro was a great test for our team because every aspect of the game they're just as good as we were. I think that game wasn't really about talent or skill, but it was just who wanted it more. And I knew our team, we had that chip on our shoulder from last year. We were going to go in there and we knew we were going to get the victory.
Let's give you a few questions for the rotisserie here since we've been breaking off the, the game plan. We got out of the playbook a little bit, talked about a few things. How about Coach Brown? What makes his motor run so well? What makes him the coach he is, you think, at least from your perspective as a player of his?
He just grown up in a football background. And he's been around the community his whole life. And everybody that's around there loves Coach Brown.
He seems almost like a youth coach who just never got old. He just kept getting more and more into it, and his energy level is just huge.
Oh yeah, he brings great energy level to the team. He keeps everybody focused. He won't let anybody slack off, which is good. It helps us improve every year. And all the young players that have to step up, he knows that, or they know that if they start to slack off, he'll get on them, and that's what's going to make them step up.
Yeah, he's a great guy, nice man, and all that, but he's not afraid to tell you guys what you need to do. He's able to bring it to you and tell you what you need to work on.
That's right. Yeah.
Who's your position coach, and describe him for us a little bit?
Also, Coach Brown.
Really? He runs the defensive line?
Yeah, Coach. His name's Will Brown.
Will Brown.
No relation to Coach Brown.
Okay. Well, they had that at Northern Guilford back in the day. They had Coach Thomas was there, the football coach last year. They had Coach Thomas, the AD. So you got Coach Will Brown is your defensive coach, okay?
Yeah, Coach Brown's good. He came in my sophomore year. I've ended up having 3 defensive line coaches now.
3 different ones,
Yeah.
huh? Wow.
Started 2 different guys my freshman year.
Wow.
Then last year, Coach Brown came, and it's good. Everybody likes Coach Brown. Everything clicks. He's a really good coach.
Is he a big guy, former defensive lineman himself?
Yep.
Yeah, he
big,
played it.
Yeah, big guy.
He knows his stuff.
Oh, yeah, he knows it. He knows what he's talking about.
The good thing about that sometimes, too, is sometimes we have to say he's had 3 different position coaches. Sometimes that's a good thing because you can learn a little bit different from each one.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about these guys, these quarterbacks in college who, and even in the pros, I guess, too, they've had different guys, different offensive coordinators, and they pick up different things from each one. And I'm sure Coach Brown, Will Brown, since he would be there for a while, you guys are starting to kind of bond with him and pick up some good things from him, too.
Yeah, it's good. My first year, I think it was kind of an off year for our team. I don't know what it is, but our JV team has seemed like it always struggled with the guys that I've grown up with through middle school and high school now. The last 2 years, we've really just stepped it up. Last year, the JV team really picked it up. They won the conference championship. Mm-hmm. We knew we had a lot of good young players.
And you were on there last year with the JVs?
No,
you were varsity.
Yeah, I played varsity last year too.
Gotcha.
We know we had a good supporting cast to come along with we don't have that many seniors.
So you
now.
guys, the varsity players from last year, knew you had some good kids coming up to join you.
Yeah,
it was going to get
a lot of We I think we're going to return actually like 9 or 10 starters on defense next year.
Next year, that's a huge
which would be great.
Yeah.
Let
me ask you this, because I'm so curious. I can't wait to ask Nathan Stunner before he gets here. Who do you think this is way down the road, but who do you think might be the quarterback next year?
Probably Rayshawn Knight.
Rayshawn Knight. Don't know much about him.
He's a junior.
Yeah.
He's a really good athlete.
Nigel Thomas, senior or junior?
He's a junior.
You're going to have him. You'll have Ron Hunt back next year.
We'll have him, Ron.
You got a foundation. Amon. I think Amon's looking for a breakout year next year, maybe.
Yep.
This is a good thing. I mean, Coach Brown's doing a good job building the foundation Southern Guilford right now.
Yeah. Obviously, Reggie gets a lot of attention, and obviously, like I said, he deserves all the credit he gets. But it's really our whole team that's been doing it. I think even if we didn't have Reggie, which I would hate if anything happened to him, he's such a great guy. But I think we'd be just fine. Everybody still works just as hard.
It's a rallying type bunch.
Yeah, we get production from everybody. Every aspect of the game, we have somebody doing their job.
It's like a big puzzle. You just happen to have the big right piece right in the middle, and Reggie and the rest of the guys who are in the supporting cast is outstanding too.
Yep.
And probably sounds like you guys are supportive of each other too. I haven't heard you say a bad thing about anybody in this crew.
No.
They're all very supportive of each other also.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say against my teammates. I mean, like I said, I love everybody on the team. We all work together. We know everybody's got each other's back.
So who's the toughest guy on your team other than you?
I'd probably say Mello or Nigel.
Yeah.
Both really hard workers, and they won't let anybody slack off.
Any guys like those two, maybe in practice you get to go up against? Sometimes you don't go up against the same guys on defense, but sometimes maybe you go up against some guys on the offense. Any tough players you go up against in practice every day?
Probably Jarrell Mobley.
I remember him. Yeah, he's a big lineman.
Big guy, big strong guy. Yeah. He plays left tackle when I'm on defense. I don't play a lot of scout because I have to back him up on offense.
Right.
But he's a good player. He helps me get better.
Here's a big question for you. This has not come up part of the news shows we've done this year, but we're going to bring it up. Is the injury problem? Has that been a problem this year? You guys pretty much stay clear of most injuries then, right?
Yeah, we've actually done really good this year so far.
Yeah.
Until last week we had one injury. I don't know how it's going to affect us. One of our starting corners, he broke his wrist. Jaquan Woods. I don't know who's going to fill his position right now.
One of those deals, he's probably out for the year.
Yeah, I think he's done.
The weeks are probably enough to where he'll be done for the year.
Unless we make a long run in the playoffs, which hopefully we will.
You guys would have a chance, I would say, after you get that first round draw. You find out you can play that first round, and you win tomorrow night. I mean, gosh, you got to at least be home a long time.
I hope so.
I always tell people that story about the old days at Southern Guilford. Probably should bring this one up. How's it going, Tony? Doing good?
How you doing?
Long time no see. Good to see you. Cal doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing well.
Where's he at these days?
He's home working.
Yep. Not playing any baseball.
No, hung it up.
Bet he watched that World Series, though.
Oh, yeah.
Had to. Good to see you.
All right, you too.
Tony Sutphin, one of our baseball men. And where are we at now? I was asking you about a certain...
Old Southern Guilford.
Yeah, old Southern Guilford days. Yeah, back in the day, I came down there doing a broadcast, and we were getting ready to do the football playoff games. I shouldn't even bring this up. I think I will anyway, because I got to bring up these history facts. They're always kind of fun to look back on. Anyway, Coach Brown was not coaching. Coach Lawrence, he was there. And Coach Brown took over Coach Lawrence. Coach Lawrence went to administration. Anyway, Southern had the number one seed in the playoffs. Had a team came in from like Northern Vance, round one. Didn't get to play Friday night because the rain got rained out. So to me, that's kind of a bad omen right there.
Yeah.
Number one seed out of 16 teams. So then they get to the Saturday night playoff game, and that team came in. They were the number 16 seed. They beat Southern. We're done.
Wow.
Crazy how that stuff can happen.
Yeah.
We had locked it in. We're gonna be at Southern Guilford every Friday night for the next. This is great. We don't have to go on the road anywhere. We're gonna stay at Southern Guilford the whole time. But then got knocked out first. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night you got to be careful. You got to be ready for Ledford.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready.
Now Romello told us that's gonna be a physical game. You ready for Ledford? Physical team, you think? Looking at
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember playing them last year. They were very physical. Every year we played them. We know they have all of their kids put forth a lot of effort. They have a lot of good, big players. Their offensive line seems to be what carries their offense a lot. A lot of big, strong guys up there.
It's a good tradition too. I think I was mentioning to Romello or someone just a few minutes back about the fact they had the kid back in the day, Brad Hoover from there, played for the Panthers. They had Joey Hoover. Funny thing about Brad Hoover, he played at Western Carolina. His brother Joey played for Appalachian. They had the other kid, Madison Hedgecock, who played in the pros, who came out of Carolina. So they've got some. And plus, Southern's got the same thing, too. I mean, if we could bring them in tonight, we could bring in Dino Hackett, Joey Hackett, two fine ones there from the past.
Yes.
Some good history for Southern Guilford also.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at a few other questions here. Panthers, do you think they win their game tonight?
Lord, I hope so.
I do, too. But
Yeah.
I hate the fact I get in these certain routines, these certain rituals to do it the same way every week. We had the NFL Network on CBS for the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Now it's going back to the NFL Network full time, so we don't get to see the Panthers on CBS first week they switch. But I guess we'll have to live with that. What about D'Angelo Williams or Jonathan Stewart? Who would you start?
Stewart.
Yep, stick with him.
Yeah, really physical, runs the ball hard. I like what he did. I was actually at the game last week
Were
when
you
they
really?
played Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was there the last 2 years when they played Seahawks.
Wow, 12-7 and 13-9, huh? Man.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, that game last week, I thought Stewart ran the ball extremely well early.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying this, and I said this on the website we do. I think the last possession of the game, it just looked like to me Cam Newton didn't have it. He didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, a lot of bad turnovers, sacked 3 times at the end of the game.
I thought he would do more because Russell Wilson did not have the best game he's ever had either,
Nope.
but he did enough to get him the win.
Yeah, it seems like when they go up against us, it's just a defensive game, but we slack in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you a game last year. What was the game, that Monday night game they won? That was against the Patriots. Remember that game? That was just a crazy game. Monday Night Football playing the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Had that controversial call. They said Luke Kuechly interfered in that pass.
Yeah.
But they reviewed it and said no, he did not. But they had an excellent year last year.
Yeah, I really liked that game because I hate the Patriots because they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. That was where they said John Casey blew it because he didn't kick the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, kicked it out of bounds.
Man, you must have been really young
I
back
was
then.
about 4.
You were falling
4 or
like
5.
crazy back then, huh?
Oh, yeah, I still watched the whole game. I remember it.
Yeah. That's unreal.
We always throw big Super Bowl parties.
Yeah,
or
family.
we used to. Yep. Try to invite the whole neighborhood out to watch the games.
That's pretty good. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Have you been going to Southern Guilford games since you were a little kid, too?
I grew up in Kernersville,
Okay.
and I would have gone to Glenn High School if I still lived there.
Yeah.
When I was 7, moved to Raleigh with my mom,
Okay.
and I played football up there for a few years. And then 6th grade, I started at Southern, and been playing and going to the games there since
And
I've been
youth football
6.
in the Southern community, played youth football down there?
Yeah, I actually played for Ragsdale my 6th and 7th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ragsdale YMCA crew?
Yep.
Yeah.
We
How about the Ritter families? You ever know the Ritters? David Ritter, those guys over there?
No.
No, don't ring a bell? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That's a good program over there, though, Ragsdale.
Oh yeah, we actually really lost 2 games in the 2 years I was there.
Wow, not bad at all.
Oh yeah.
So you were over in Kernersville. You would have been a Glen Bobcat instead of an East Forsyth Eagle. That would have been a
I don't know.
Man, at East Forsyth, it would have been
It's a toss-up.
Would have been a bad crew to hook up with them. But
Yeah.
I think you came out pretty good at Southern. Who would
yeah.
you have played football for in Raleigh if you would have stayed down there? Any idea?
Millbrook High School.
Yeah, you seem like the kind of kid, and I used to be kind of that way myself. I always like to look back and see what would have happened if I would have stayed in a certain place. That's
Yeah.
good to do too.
Millbrook's a really good team. So like they got a lot of great big 4A schools in Raleigh, like Wake Forest.
Oh, yeah.
They're undefeated. They got a great running back, Bryce Love.
Yeah,
One of
okay.
the fastest guys in the country.
What's
probably.
his last name again?
Love. Bryce Love.
Bryce Love.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There's a Hines kid, Naeem Hines. I think he may be at Garner. I think Garner's got some pretty good talent down that way too, maybe down there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do though.
Yeah. So you've kept up with the teams pretty well. Garrett
Yep.
Blackburn with us. Chase Blackburn's one of his descendants, possibly.
Hopefully.
Could be in the future. Do you see yourself being on the defensive line when you go to college one day?
I hope so.
Yeah. So you like to be there.
Yeah, I really like playing defensive line. My dad plays center for Guilford College.
Did you really? Wow,
Yeah.
this is getting better as we go. I'm glad we brought you guys to learn a lot about it. So your dad was a center for Guilford College?
Yeah, played center for
Man,
Guilford
that's
for
good.
4 or 5 years.
You may not know this, but you remember who his coach was back in the day? Any idea?
At Guilford?
Yeah, your dad's coach. Anything about that we can tell us? Maybe Coach Forbes. May have been Coach Forbes, possibly.
Honestly, I have no idea. We're going to the homecoming game
Yeah,
Saturday.
I was
I'll
up
be
there last night. They got a big tent down by the lake. I mean, that tent is huge, but
Yeah.
look out for Matt Pulowski. Look out for Austin Thompson.
Yep.
Southern Guilford.
He's
wide
having a good
receiver.
year so
He's
far.
having a good year, yeah.
300 some yards
Yeah,
receiving so
proud
far.
of him. There was another kid. Who was that big lineman out of Southern that went to Guilford? Kemar Batchelor. Yeah,
Yep.
there you go. Got it. Kemar Batchelor, yeah. Guilford might be a spot for you then.
We'll see.
Man, that's pretty neat, though. Your dad played. What year did he graduate? Any idea?
Graduated high school in 82.
Okay.
I think graduated in 86.
Interesting. Man, that's
Yep.
neat. He might have played for Charles Forbes, Coach Forbes, there possibly. That's good stuff, though. So you'll be at the Guilford homecoming game Saturday.
Yep, definitely.
Man, you got to go there with a win. Though you don't. If I were a kid in high school, I would not want to go to a college game the next day after losing. You got to win that game Friday night, tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want to go anywhere Saturday.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what. Some good stuff. Let's get your questions in. This is interesting. How big's your dad?
He was about 265,
Good Lord. Yeah.
6'3",
Man.
Yeah, he was all state in high school.
Wow. Where did you go to high school?
East Wilkes.
East Wilkes in Wilkes County.
Yeah, they went. Funny thing, they went undefeated his senior year.
Mm-hmm.
They were the only team to go undefeated in his school's history.
Did they go around and win the state championship?
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
They ended up losing the first round. My dad broke his foot. Their quarterback broke his hand.
Wow.
They had 18 seniors, 24 players.
Wow, 24 players total?
24 players total.
And 18 were seniors.
18 seniors.
24-player roster, man, that's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm just saying flat out, that had to be a pretty talented core group of kids. Not many numbers. Those guys had to be talented to do that.
Seven players went on to play college ball.
Out of 24 total, and out of 18 seniors.
Seven.
That's pretty darn big right there, no doubt about it. Wow, East Wilkes. Interesting. 265, though, because I was even going to take Guilford then. Some of their guys weren't that big back in those days.
No.
They're bigger now.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe he's lineman these days. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the players, but some of those guys can barely get they're so big, get from the gym to the field. They're so huge.
Oh, yeah.
I would not want to be a big man that got injured under those circumstances.
No.
It'd be a man like 6'3", 265. He had a pretty good frame then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a lineman like that. Yeah, that would be okay.
It seems almost like now, if you're not like 6'4", 6'5",
300 pounds, you don't qualify.
It just seems like you're not going to get recruited.
You might as well play linebacker. If you were 6'5", weighing 250 pounds of linebacker, I mean, you're like Cam Newton playing linebacker.
Yeah.
How tall are you right now?
6'3".
You're there then.
Yep.
You got to be feeling like you're 2 inches away from what your dad was. You're on your way. You grow 1 more inch. You get 6'4". I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope I keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a lot of colleges look for height now.
Oh yeah, they
as
do.
one of the things.
They're playing that stupid chart. They just look at the chart. Sometimes they don't look at the player before they even look at the roster to see the size. Which so many people, everybody's doing that now, I guess.
Yeah.
Did your dad coach you any back in the day? Get coached by your dad?
Yeah, a little bit at Ragsdale. He helped out for those 2 years. He coached offensive line over there for us.
Not bad at all.
But I didn't play defensive line until 8th grade. I started playing defensive end. I was a corner, actually. Played defensive back. No, corner.
Corner? You were the quarterback?
No, defensive back. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
You had it right.
I had it right the first time. Cornerback. That's pretty darn big for a cornerback back in the day, though.
Yeah, I was really skinny.
Man, very lean back in the day. They probably
skinny.
stuck you back there because they didn't want you to get hurt. Maybe they were thinking that term, the skinnier guy. But you probably hurt some other people. It sounds like me. You may have.
I don't know. I think one of the faster guys.
Yeah, speedy. Gotcha.
I guess I was just I was really disciplined, I think.
So you had a discipline even back then as a kid.
Yeah, I think that's what it's really helped me. Football.
Serious.
I've always been like a studier of the game.
I was just going to call you a student of the game. You're right on the money. Yeah.
Yeah, I always watch our film, sit down and watch the game.
I think Southern's looking to have some guys like you because sometimes you get so many people that the big winning thing is neat and everybody gets caught up in the moment. They don't realize this is not a joyride down the road. We're driving 65 miles an hour having fun. This is a serious thing.
Yeah, I'm really trying to stay focused. It's hard. 10-0, you hear all the people that start talking about you.
People at school come up to you and they'll say, gosh, we're doing great, aren't we? Go, wait a minute. You say, we're doing great. You're not even on the team? What are you talking about? Yeah. But that's okay, I guess. I mean, you kind of take that in stride. Just keep doing your job. You're okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure that goes into it, but we handle it good. I don't hear anybody trying to hype up our games or anything. Our players, I shouldn't say we're silent, but we don't talk a lot before our games or anything.
I don't mind that in a player. I don't mind that team. If the guy keeps a low key going in the game, but as soon as that game hits, man, I want that guy exploding and explode the entire game.
We get fired up once the game starts for sure.
Yeah, on that first whistle. Are you on any of the special teams?
Yeah, I basically play all special teams except for field goal unit.
How about the kickoff team? On the kickoff team?
Oh yeah.
Where do you line up there?
Right inside the kicker.
Yeah, right down the middle, huh?
Yeah.
Not the old wedge buster, maybe. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I used to play that role too, and that was kind of I always wanted to line up on the outside because I just wanted to fly down the field. This is your responsibility to just clear it out.
Yeah.
You're paving the way, I guess, like a snowplow through there. Now, when you play defensive end, right?
Yep.
Do you like getting down in that? Do you get down in 3-point stance, 4-point stance, or just stand up?
No, I play three. I play a 3-point stance.
You don't mind that then?
No, I played. I played standing up in 8th grade, and then I just moved down to 3 through high school, and I like it better. It helps me get off low, obviously because I'm tall.
You go to any of these summer combines or camps, any of those?
I went to Elon this year.
You enjoyed that?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
That'd be a good place
really
to go,
great.
man. You would probably fit in pretty well at Elon. That Coach Skratsky, I think he's on the right track. They have won maybe one game,
Yeah.
but I still listen to him talk and look at his past. I think he's on the right track.
Yeah, I met a guy at camp there. He actually committed there right after camp. His brother is a quarterback for South Carolina, Dylan Thompson.
Wow, interesting.
Yep.
Huh. Well, there's a kid at Elon. This kid's had a very good career. John Spain, that linebacker out of Page. I mean, every week I do their stats. I go back and look at the kid's stats. If he's going say 6 tackles, 5 assists every week, which
That's
is good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he probably shouldn't have to be making that many, but that's the name of the game. Somebody's got to
That's
take
great.
care of business. Again, Garrett Blackburn with us. Panthers will win tonight. I can't believe they're playing tonight.
I really hope so.
I can't believe they're playing. It seems like, Sunday, you hate. I almost want to wait and play Sunday to give them a little more time to get ready. They lost Sunday, but maybe it's better to come back quick and get ready to go.
Yeah, they need to.
Yeah, they got to get a win. What about the Charlotte Hornets? You think they make the playoffs this year? They won last night.
I hope so. I really do. It'd be nice to have a professional team in North Carolina that's good for
Doing
basketball.
something good, I know, because it's been some long, lean years down there. What about this guy, Madison Bumgarner? Watch any of him last night?
Oh, yeah, I watched the whole game. It's
Did you
great.
really?
Yeah, glad to see a guy from North Carolina stepping up in
Good
baseball.
stuff. Granite Falls, North Carolina, of all places. He looks
Yeah.
like some kind of country musician when he's talking on the interviews. It's just,
I was listening to him after the game. He's got a real heavy draw.
Yeah, he does. And just
Yeah.
on the mound, he's on the mound. He's blowing his nose and just going about his regular business.
Yeah.
And you can't argue with anything he does.
Nope, takes the game seriously. Plays it hard. That's what
Yeah,
I
he
like
does
to see.
take it seriously. He got a win in relief. And, going 5 innings, it's just unreal what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's, he's earned his keep and more for a long, long time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
How about the Redskins? What about that big win against Dallas? Is that just an aberration, or do you think that's something for real for them?
I think they're doing good. I'm glad to see Colt McCoy's doing good. I've been following him since Texas.
He's a hard-working guy. I saw him on a couple of clips of that game. He was running the ball, taking off, working hard to get that first down.
He's always been a hard worker, it seems like. He was always my favorite player when he was in college. We played for Texas. He's got a really good touch to the ball, and I like that he runs it real hard. For a quarterback, you don't see that a lot anymore. For
He's kind
passers.
of a different kind of runner, too. He's kind of more of a stand-up runner. Some of the quarterbacks now run low to the ground because they've got that built-in slide factor coming in.
Yeah.
What about Colt McCoy, Robert Griffin III, or Kirk Cousins? Automatic, you can go Colt McCoy start.
Yeah. I really like Colt McCoy. I think he's a good guy.
Do you keep that football philosophy that some of the coaches have over the years? You won my last game, you're my starter till we lose, or do you say like they did with Robert? When he's back, and he was our starter before he got hurt. He's back in the lineup now.
I have a lot of respect for Robert Griffin III, but I'd go with Colt McCoy. You got two straight wins.
These guys hot.
He's been playing well.
He's hot. Favorite Halloween candy?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger?
Yeah.
I thought you might say none because you're pretty disciplined. No.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I don't eat a lot of candy. My mom will probably kill me when I get home.
Yeah, I got you.
I try to stay away with it.
How about how do you celebrate Halloween? Just wait till after the game tomorrow night and then celebrate it then?
I probably won't do any celebrating.
Yeah.
No.
Might be better to try to get that win, take it in stride.
I'll probably be so tired after the game. I'll just go home and go to
let
sleep.
that energy all out on the field then.
Yeah.
Leave nothing out there.
I don't have any energy when we
Do you
get
get
done.
called for any penalties? I can almost see you coming out with like a tomahawk hot chop on somebody trying to knock the ball loose. Do you go that route? Do some of that stuff?
I almost got a bad penalty last year in the playoff game. It was a drive going into the end of the game. Anson County had the ball on about the 15, and I got held pretty bad. Mm-hmm. It was a sweep to my side, and I got really heated. I got up in the official's face, and
You got in the official's face. Wow.
where I was.
You're kind of like Luke Kuechly coming out of that pile that day. Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to let my emotions get the best of me, but when I'm playing, I get pretty heated sometimes. I try to really get behind our defense when we're on the field.
So you're like going to get those guys pumped up. You're the defensive leaders.
I try to. Yeah.
And you're being a junior. You got some seniors on there, right? On the defensive side?
Yeah, we have a few. We really, honestly, most of our defense is juniors.
Juniors. So those guys are getting behind you and they're getting together, pulling this thing through.
Yeah.
Not too many guys going both ways. Not too many.
Not really. There's not a lot.
So you're just like a true defensive unit in a lot of ways. You guys are together.
Pretty much.
Let's look at a few more questions here for our man Garrett Blackburn here at Change Rib Shack for this Thursday night. The most you've ever weighed?
About 200.
200. Do you wrestle? Do any other sports?
I actually played basketball and baseball.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Man, I'm learning something like crazy here now. Nothing against Coach Greg Thompson. I know Greg pretty well. Good coach, did a good job. What
Yeah, I
about
like Coach Thompson.
Evan Fancourt? What about Evan taking over? You excited about Fancourt taking over?
Yeah, I like Fancourt a lot. He's a good guy. He's obviously he's young.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of experience, but he knows basketball.
Tell you one thing, he's going to give it everything he's got. There'll be no strings attached.
No.
He's going to throw it. He's kind of got those everything out there. He knows, and every young coach does. Your first head job's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I think he's done a good job.
So you play
far.
that basketball sport too, then?
Yep.
I'd like to see your effort now. I look forward to seeing some games you guys have in there. Favorite teacher or best teacher at Southern Guilford for you?
Mr. Phillips. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Phillips for being the best teacher at Southern Guilford High School.
What subject?
Social studies.
So you enjoying that then?
Oh yeah, best classes. He's a really good guy.
Doing a good job with social studies. What are you guys hitting primarily right now in there? What's the area of the world you're looking at these days?
Right now I'm in AP U.S. history. And
Okay.
we're just talking about the Industrial Revolution.
Good stuff. I mean, serious business there.
Yep.
Favorite sport other than football?
Probably baseball. Right?
Baseball. So you play baseball too then?
Yep.
What position?
Right field.
Right field. You start as well?
I played JV with Mello last year.
Okay, so you'll be
But
moving to varsity this year.
hopefully I'll get a start this year.
That's a tough lineup to crack.
Yeah.
Pretty tough bunch of kids. Although that guy in right field, I did see that guy make an error last year, so hey, I don't know who was there. Going down too much. But I watched quite a bit of those games.
Yeah.
Southern Guilford, I'm a big Sugg fan. Taylor Sugg, big Sugg man.
Oh yeah.
Pull hard for him.
Committed to Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that just kind of gets my attention. That's pretty interesting. I got to talk to him and see what's going on with
Yeah, it
that.
almost came out of nowhere for me.
Wow.
I didn't know he was actually heavily recruited.
Yeah,
I just saw
I
his
figured he'd be
sign.
recruited, but Carolina's kind of interesting.
I did not know.
You know, I hate to say it, but sometimes the bigger schools, I hope Taylor goes there and does well, but I know the Deathridge kid out of Western Alamance, Bryant Deathridge, was going to go to Carolina. He switched with the State instead. His brother Blake may still go to Carolina, I'm not sure. But sometimes, even, you ever heard of this guy named Matt Orth? That's a belt out of Southwest Guilford baseball player. Anyway, he was at Carolina. He had to have the Tommy John surgery. He committed to Carolina as a freshman, had the Tommy John surgery, and then North Carolina this past year. And then he had to leave on out, I guess. Now he's at GTCC, but sometimes these colleges over-recruit just a little bit, boy.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to stay motivated.
Yep.
I mean, if he's committed, he's ready to go. Got to find out more about that. I'm glad you brought that up. I'll do some more research, and I'm going to have to go ahead and put that on the website soon
right.
about the commit of
Sounds good.
Taylor Sugg to North Carolina. Your first ever football coach, is that the gentleman at Ragsdale? YMCA? Is that your first ever football coach?
No, actually Raleigh was the first year.
Ronnie was when he was 6 years old.
I played flag football for a year. Then I got I actually played running back when I was younger. And then I started to grow a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I moved to tight end, and now I'm defensive.
If you played running back now, what would your style of running be? If you were playing that today, what would your style of running be?
I'd probably just try to run people over.
All out of abandon, huh?
Yeah.
See, I thought about that when I was younger. I just want to run up the middle and stuff like that. I thought, nah. I got older. I said, let me get outside. I'm not going in there. There's too many people in there. I need to get to the outside.
Yeah.
Need to avoid some of those hits. We're getting down the line with Garrett Blackburn. We've got about a few other questions to ask, and we got off the subject a little bit. It's good information, excellent information tonight. What one word best describes your season up to this point, you think? Is there one word you could just throw that out there with?
I don't really think there's one word that can really explain our whole season. There's a lot of words that come to it. I think the word that doesn't explain our whole season but explains it right now would probably be finish.
Finish. Man, that's a huge word.
Focus on it all year. Coach Brown tells us this all the time.
I think he was saying that word maybe back when I was down there back in August. Went down to do a little thing with my video camera, recording some of you guys' practice. I think he was using that word back then.
Yep, I'm sure he was. We've been focused. I mean, we try to finish the whole year. We've been doing it so far. Hopefully, we can do it Friday.
That's the key. The word. I mean, I mentioned to my partner Dennis White. We were talking earlier about Coach Robertson at Eastern Guilford. Said the same thing last week. Got to be able to finish. They got beat by Western Alamance 20-17. They led the game 17-0.
Saw that.
Lost the week before 22-21 to Northern. Led that game 21-7.
Yep.
Got to be able to finish.
That's right.
And you guys tomorrow night, what you guys are going to do? You got to be able to go start to finish.
Yep.
Start in because you get this late in the year and you get this late in your season. The record there can be no in betweens.
No.
You can't say, well, I used to hate the teams I'd be on. Say we start slow. We'll come around. Wait a minute, we're not coming around.
Yeah.
You got to do start to finish.
Yeah, we usually start our games off pretty good. We usually get a good starts. Actually, it's been pretty common for us to score in like one of our first few plays.
Yeah.
But last game against Southwestern Randolph, we kind of slacked off in the first half.
Yeah.
We were only up 15-8 and going into halftime.
I saw that score, I think. Yeah, and that's a team that's kind of got my attention. They're playing better than they have in the past.
Oh, yeah,
they used to be the doormat of that conference.
Yeah, they put forth great effort.
Yeah, they must have some good leadership down there now.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I don't think their team is they have a bunch of standout players, but they have a lot of really good players that really work hard. Yeah.
How about on television? You watch a lot of football, basketball, baseball, NASCAR, professional wrestling, mixed martial arts, news, or weather. What's your big thing on TV you watch, or do you watch much TV?
Probably college football.
College football.
Yeah, I like college football a lot more than NFL.
You watch any mixed martial arts?
A little bit every now and then.
But you can almost see you as maybe a young understudy of some mixed martial arts work. Tell you what, if somebody trained in the martial arts and was a football player, I think it would help them. I may be wrong.
I'm sure it probably would.
Flexibility and then the quick reaction time, discipline. Tom Tillis and Kay Hagan commercials, which have you seen more of, you think? More Kay Hagan or more Tom Tillis?
Kay Hagan, because she needs it.
Yep, she needs it, huh? I guess she may be trailing in the election right now. But those commercials at night around 11 o'clock when I watch the news, those are packed and jam-packed.
Oh, yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah. I try to stay out of politics.
Here's another political question for you. Only one more.
All right.
What do you think of when you hear the name B.J. Barnes?
I don't know who B.J. Barnes is.
Good. That's all I need to know. We'll leave him right there.
All right.
Okay. These names ring a bell. I'll go through them quick because these are some old names from old days of football. So you may know a few of these. George Hallis.
Yep.
Bears. I remember that.
Yep.
Vince Lombardi. Remember him?
Obviously Packers.
Yes. Sir Tom Landry.
Cowboys.
Okay. Keep going. Joe Gibbs.
Yep. Got him.
Redskins. Bill Walsh.
Yep.
49ers. Bill Cowher.
Yep. Pittsburgh.
Yep. Bill Parcells.
Yep.
A lot of Bills.
Oh, yeah.
Bear Bryant.
Oh, yeah. Alabama.
Yep.
Great.
John Gruden.
Yep. Raiders.
And Nick Saban.
Alabama.
Got them all down.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
And this is
every one of them.
Here's these hypothetical situations. The plane is leaving tonight. Going to be going to Montreal. Going to be playing in the game for the Canadian Football League Championship. Mm-hmm. Are you with us to go play for the Grey Cup title of the CFL Championship, or do you stay here to take on Ledford?
I got to stay here with all my brothers play on Ledford.
Commitment. Tell you, that'd be tough. That Grey Cup Championship. Never had to have one of those, but we'll leave it as it. We got some tough teams. Carolina Panthers, Dudley Panthers, Ledford Panthers. What makes Ledford so tough?
I think they play hard. They're really hard. They're a hard-working team. They're going to hit you. We know they're physical. Every year we played them, they've been physical, and they have confidence.
You know, you're a defensive lineman. I mentioned to Romello Herbin. Heard a lot about a linebacker they've got there. Supposed to have a real good linebacker on that team. Is that you heard that kind of talk?
Yeah, they always seem to have really good linebackers.
Standout guys.
Yeah, they follow their guards really well. And they get upfield, and they're going to hit you. Right, they got some big good
find out who that linebacker is. Get that number. Somebody's got to not necessarily take him out for the game, but just take him out on each play. Got to get to him. I think Reggie can take some of these guys out. Watching him run, I mean, once he gets past the defensive line, he gets past the linebackers. I mean, you can go ahead and call the score, call a touchdown.
If he's going full speed, there's not many people that are going to catch him.
I believe it. Yeah, like I said, once he gets past that deep linebacker crew, you can go ahead and call that score to the paper. He's already on the end of the end zone. Your opinion, best restaurant in the Southern Guilford community. We've got a great restaurant here, Shane's Rib Shack. Maybe we get one down in the Southern Guilford community, but your opinion, the best restaurant in that direction?
Frank and Larry's.
Frank, that's down on, don't tell me, that's down on Old Randleman Road, right-hand side, going right in the level cross. Frank and Larry's, that's pretty good. Haven't thought about that place in years.
Oh, yeah. I go there every Saturday.
So very good food.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they drive the cars around there and kind of park and hang out in the parking lot.
Yep.
And this is a great, I mean, you guys do well, but I tell you, this conversation with Mr. Blackburn here has been very good. Hope you go back, watch it on YouTube. You'll see we've recorded all this, throw it back on YouTube and listen back to it. But man, to throw that answer out there, Frank and Larry's, that's unreal. That's great. They used to have the club, I don't call it club, but the music venue on the left-hand side, the Riders in the Country.
Yep.
That was on the left-hand side. Nice little Frank and Larry's, unreal.
Oh, yeah.
That's your favorite restaurant down that way?
Oh, yeah.
Would that beat out all the ones up on South M Eugene at the Cracker Barrel? That blows Cracker Barrel away, huh?
Well, I mean, food-wise, they have good food.
Yeah.
They really do. But I think it's just I like being with my family because we always go there together.
Frank and Larry's, man.
Yeah.
I got to get your trivia question in. Southern Guilford Storm, before they were the Storm, they had another nickname. Do you remember that one?
Indians.
There you go. Let's get this out of here and send you to the Woods of Terror.
Oh, cool deal.
You're in.
Never been before.
That Church Street is not too far from Northern Guilford. Some say at times you'll go through and you'll see some former Northern Guilford players running through the Woods of Terror. Who knows?
I hope so.
Listen, good to see you. Keep up the good work.
I hope so.
Some good work there, man. Good work. Frank and Larry's. I mean, you come up with that. That's